Hi there, it's Jessica. Welcome to my channel. In today's plan with me, we are using the Erin Condren Life Planner, and we're going to set up the monthly view and notes page for the month of March. So I'm going to flip back to February just to kind of give you an overview of how my monthly view ended up turning out after I used it for a month, and then here's my notes pages all filled out. I really like to use my notes page for memory keeping as well as some journaling with some fun stuff and stat tracking. So we're going to do something very similar here for the month of March. So I did end up picking up two kits from two separate shops, but they are very similar in theme. So what I have here is the March monthly kit by Shop Jessica Hearts, and I love the colors, the little car and the wood. Has a lot of cute glitter, and since it is St. Patrick's Day this month, I like the shades of green. So that's the monthly view kit. I did also pick up a little deco sheet from her shop, just to maybe possibly use here on this side for my memory keeping for some decorating. And then here on this side, I picked up a kit by My Newest Addiction. Very cute with the succulents. I have not used a kit from her shop yet, not one of the notes page kits, but it looks very nice and I'm excited to give it a try, so that's what we'll use over here. But I do want to start off with the monthly view first, so let me just go ahead and remove my little pre-planning notes and a little bow clip here. I like to get started with the bigger things in the kit, which will be the top bars with the days of the week. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so first I'm going to cover up March here. I do have this kit in glossy, and I know there is the strip that goes right below it to create the scene to block out the days that don't apply. What I'm going to try to do is just line this along the days of the week and hope everything matches up. I think this might be my first time using a Shop Jessica Hearts monthly kit, but I've always been really eyeballing them, really wanting to give them a try because I think this is so cute that she adds in the next month's monthly view in a little box there, which is really fun. So this is going to create the scene and block out the days left from February. Alrighty, there we go. Let me go ahead and actually flip over. I will go ahead and put this down. We have one day here for April. And then I'll go ahead and put the other bar down. Oh, I didn't do very good centering that. I think I remember her saying the way that she actually cuts her stickers is they go inside of the gray lines. So I think I need to be conscious of trying to line it up inside. And it should fit. And it sure does. Okay, so I'm going to get the top bar for this side down. Next, I'm going to go ahead and stack up these 4 boxes, which will go in the goal section. And we have a bunch of little labels to use as headers. And so let me actually decide what I will use for those sections. I think what I would like to do is my main focus this month for me personally is to get my Etsy shop up and running, and cross fingers that I will be able to do so sometime this month. So I think I'll definitely use Etsy for a section. I don't see a YouTube, but I see a blog, so that'll work for me because I'll know what it means. So I'm going to use blog as well. We'll do goals. Let's do a goals because I have a lot of goals, a lot of things. And let's also do to-dos. I also have a lot of to-dos, so I think that's how I'm going to set up these 4 boxes. I'm just going to go ahead and stack them all up and put the headers on. Alright, so now that we have the bigger pieces down, let me go ahead and open this up here. And on this page we do have some stickers for the holiday of the month, which is St. Patrick's Day. So I'll go ahead and put that down. Super cute. I love the string lights too, the little star string lights. And then we also have some little smaller events, but exciting ones. I'm super excited. We have daylight savings time, which is my favorite. And then we also have spring begins. My favorite time of year. And spring begins on the 20th here. Okay. So now that we have all the, I guess, main things down that kind of need to go down, I am going to start pre-planning. So first thing I want to do is just go ahead and mark my paydays. And I actually have 4. So let me think here. My husband gets paid every other Friday, so I think I'm going to keep those 2 in green. And this month it is going to be the 10th and the 24th. So I'm going to put those down real quick. And then we get a check on the 1st as well from my husband's side, his little side check. And then I also get a little side check on the 21st. I didn't put those down very straight. I'm trying to be conscious to put things in the gray lines. So now I'm going a little bit too far in. I'll do gold for the 1st. And then I'm going to take this bright pink for mine on the 21st. Next, I want to mark the days that I need to have our budgets done, and I do that the day before my husband's actual paychecks. So in the kit we have these little stickers that say bill due, and that's typically what I use. I understand that means to have the budget done, and I think because we have little green flags, I'll just go ahead and do pink on each of those Thursdays before the paycheck. Because our checks are auto-debited and I like to figure out what bills are due and what we have left over, what to work with, so I like to mark and make sure that I have that budget figured out before the money hits the account. It's just how we like to do it. I do have a spring break for my son. It starts on the 13th, which is a little bit strange. So he's going to get off the week that St. Patrick's Day lands on. I'd prefer to have a week off around Easter, but I'm not the boss of that. And I'm trying to think here. We have like half box size, quarter box size, and full box size. I think because it's kind of exciting, I know at least for him, I mean, I'll have him off all week and that will kind of change the way I do things when he's here. I'm going to do one of these full boxes and I'm going to do it in the green because I think I want to use these little skinny glitter washi strips to just mark out that full week. So I'm going to put this box in. And let me go ahead and actually take one of these. Well, I actually probably need an X-Acto knife. I like to actually just rest this along the bottom. That way, if I need to put in any information, I can still have the room. So let me get an X-Acto knife to cut that, and then I'll finish on this side here. So I have this little baggie here that I got from Target in the makeup section, and I just keep some planner supplies in here. There we go. So I have my X-Acto knife and a little metal, what do you call that, a ruler. I just want to make sure that it cuts, because this is glossy, so I'm just going to go ahead and lightly run the blade along. There we go. And then I'm going to need to do the same for the 16th. Now I actually want to mark that it's no school in there, and these are my favorite. They're by my newest addiction, and they're little banners that say no school, so I want to use one of those. But I know there's some date dots in this kit, so I think I'm going to go ahead and just for now, go ahead and put the 13th down so I know where that dot lands. I'm going to use my little tweezers to get it down nice and straight for me. Just put it right in the corner so I can see where that falls, and then I'm going to just go ahead and put the no school sticker in. Actually, I do have an appointment. Personally, I have a ton of appointments this month. I have 2 doctors and 2 dentist appointments. So, on this day, oh, this is not an appointment day, but I do have to call in a prescription refill. So let me grab out a label. I think I'm just going to go ahead and pick the same green that matches. I know that might seem silly and repetitive, but I kind of like the glitter border, so that'll stand out. And then there's some icons here in the kit. I think a phone will work because I just need to call in the refill, and then I will go pick it up when it's ready. So let me go ahead and grab this pink one. I want to do pink. And then what's next? On this day, the 14th, I do have a dentist appointment. So I'm going in for a cleaning. Then I am later in the month going to have a cavity filled. No fun, but you know, time to take care of that stuff. I had a checkup last month and they were like, okay, let's schedule a cleaning, and we found a cavity. So, taking care of business. I really do not like the dentist, honestly. I think, since, you know what, I have 2 dentist and 2 doctor appointments. Let's keep the dentist one color. I'm gonna go with gold. We'll just go ahead and put that in. I think I'm going to center it. I don't want it to be too lined up with where I'm going to write on this label. And do we have an icon that works for a dentist? I don't really see anything. I mean, oh, there is a tooth. We have 1. I want them to be the same. So I'm going to go ahead and take an asterisk. Let me just go ahead and do that. I'll do the asterisk for the dentist. And maybe for the doctors, I could do exclamation marks or something. There we go. Next on my list, I have that Beauty and the Beast is coming out here on the 17th, which is St. Patrick's Day, and I don't want to cover that up. So I'm going to actually grab out a marquee, and I decided I am going to choose this one off of a sampler by the Golden Planner Shop because I just thought it was really fancy and it looks so cute. Kind of reminded me of Belle, just a princess, you know. So I'm going to put this down, and we are most likely going to go on a Saturday anyways. I'm very excited. I've been waiting and waiting for this. I really miss the old classic Disney movies. Actually, personally, growing up, my favorite was Ariel. We had a VHS player, and I played that thing over and over again, and as a kid I would rewind it to the songs and sing them out loud, and I just rewound it so many times. One day the VHS player actually ate the tape, and there went my favorite Disney movie. But definitely Beauty and the Beast is a close second, and actually my husband admitted that his favorite is Beauty and the Beast. So we're both excited, plus I think he has a crush on Emma. He had a crush on Belle too, he said. So we're both excited. We'll go as a family. The next thing on my list, actually I want to go ahead and mark that my son goes back to school here on the 20th. It just helps me mentally remember those kind of things, you know. Get in a groove of having him off. Make sure that I take him back to school. So let's use, I think I'm going to take one of these little flags, and I do drive him to school. Okay, so we have a little car. I think I would take the dark green, and let's do the little pink car here. I'm doing this without my tweezers. Wish me luck that I get it down straight. That's gonna do it. That'll be good enough. Let me just go ahead and put the other dentist down then, because I'm gonna do gold for the dentist. My filling, which I'm not excited about, is going to be here on the 31st. And I'm going to use another asterisk. And I think this time I'll just go ahead and take the gold colored asterisk. Okay, and then let's put my 2 doctor appointments down. I have one doctor. We'll give them different colors. One is on the 22nd, and one is on the 27th. What kind of icon? I think I'm going to use, I'm going to do exclamation marks. So let me go ahead and get those down real quick next. Alright, so this is actually all the information that I had marked on my little pre-planning notes. I know it doesn't look like a lot. It never really is. And that's because I don't have a lot of plans ahead of time. We just kind of let life happen. So my way of planning, which I also do in my weeks, is I pre-plan. So I decorate, I put all the main structure down, I'll put down the little bit of information that I do know, and then it's just ready for me to use throughout the month. And it will get full because we'll learn things will pop up and I can mark it down ahead of time, or I can mark down the little fun activities that we end up doing. So anyways, it will be full by the end. Until then, I like to keep all of these leftovers from the kit so I could use it to mark down the information, and I put it in the back pocket of the Erin Condren, usually with my weekly stickers I'm using as well. I do want to actually finish off this monthly view by putting the date dots down, and then I will put in the times of my appointments using my little pen gems here as well. Once I get all that down, we'll go ahead and move over to the notes page and get that all set up and decorated too. Alright, so here is my finished monthly view spread for March. Let's go ahead and move over to the notes page. Alright, let's go ahead and start on this side first. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to grab out the kit that I have by my newest addiction, and we'll figure out how to set this up together because I have not used this layout before. I haven't seen a picture of it set up yet, but I am sure this will probably go over the top to cover up this little flag, or at least that's how I would like to use it. So I'm going to flip this so I could get a better angle on it. And then I believe there is another strip for the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and put that down here. I think I'll line it up on top of the last writing line, just so I could get it down straight. Oh, it's a little bit too long, so let me just move it over a little bit if I can. I'll be gentle. If not, I have the undo in my little pouch off to the side. Oh, it's coming up pretty nicely. That was good. Alright. Try again here. I need to give a little bit more room to the left side of my page. There we go. Okay, so I actually have certain sections that I personally like to have. We have 4 main boxes, which is good. I could use them all. And then we have some half boxes, which is perfect because I do like to track my social media stats. For the headers, there's definitely not going to be exactly what I would like. So I do have some custom headers that I will pull out. These are by the shop Rose Colored Days, and they're in gold foil. So one of the sections I really like to have is my inspirations for the month. I also like to have like my priorities, and then a favorites section, which is fun for me to fill out, like what was I really into, what was I watching on Netflix, or was there a perfume or a makeup I found that I liked, you know what I'm saying, a favorite section. So I'm going to have that. And then the last section is family. So I could put down things that kind of apply to them. Was there any milestones with my son? And then I do have Instagram and YouTube, which I would like to use above the half boxes. I just need 2, 1 for each to track my stats. So how can we kind of lay this out here? You know, these could probably just go ahead and stack almost right on top of each other. And then I maybe just want to put my 2 little half boxes on top. I think that's what I'll do. I'm wondering if I just want to keep it all cohesive. These are all patterned, and we have 2 patterned little half boxes. Let's do that. I'm going to take the patterned ones. Oh, come on now. There we go. And I just need to try my best to kind of just center them in. I don't really have any guides besides these writing lines, which I could use to kind of maybe rest my boxes on top, but I won't really have much of a guide to center it. Before shops started making kits for this page, which I'm so excited they are now, because what I used to do is take leftovers from kits that I maybe had a lot of full boxes or checklists, and I would set this up myself. That's what I did for all of 2016. I would just set it up how I'd like. I'd usually take maybe full checklist bars, and figure it out myself, create my own layout. But now all the shops are on board. They're all making really fun, unique notes page kits with lots of different fun options. So I'm liking that a lot because now there's really cute designs and I get to try different layouts now. So I'm just gonna kind of maybe give each of these boxes a little bit of space and just kind of center them all right here, and then I'll be ready to put my headers on top. Pretty simple enough. And I just noticed this kit has 3 little pieces of deco. I don't think this is a sticker. No, that's her little logo. I might put some of the little florals off to the side or something because I do have some extra room there. I'm not a big journaler. Sometimes if I'm like in a certain mood, I might grab a journal. I actually do have one when I'm in the mood, but I've had that same journal for years and I still have not filled it up. I really honestly have to be in the mood for it. So I love having this because it just kind of gives me just enough, and it's really fun to flip back and look at the past months. I think I'll go ahead and put the bigger one. Oh, these are so gorgeous. The colors. Who doesn't love succulents? They've been pretty trendy for I think a good year or 2 now. I personally have a few succulent like arrangements in my home. So now I just need to put the headers on top. Like I mentioned, these 2 will be for Instagram and YouTube stats, and then I just need to do one for, let's see how I want to put the order. I'm gonna do inspirations, and then priorities, and then family, and then favorites. So let me go ahead and get these on top. Okay, so we have this notes page all set up, which is super exciting. It looks so pretty, and I'm going to enjoy using it this next month. So now I'm going to go ahead and set up my little memory keeping side. So what I usually do is, you know what, this color of green is really perfect with this kit. Maybe she thought to do that on purpose, which was smart, but I like to give myself a background with a scrapbook piece of paper, and then what I do is usually by the end of the month I'll go through my phone and pick out some of my favorite photos that I took from whatever it may be with friends and family, and I'll use this Polaroid zip and print it out, and that's where I'll stick down a few of my favorite photos from the month. So I did pick out a scrapbook piece of paper before I started my video, and this is the one that I wanted to go with. I thought this really neat chevron with the white wood would just go really well with both the succulent kit and the monthly kit. I mean, there's some white wood in the background there, so I thought it would all be pretty cohesive. Now what I like to use personally is my Elmer's Craft Bond Extra Strength Glue Stick to put my paper down. That's what I use every month. I don't know why. I do also have some adhesive roller, which that works too. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start gluing this down. I'm going to put a generous amount all over the page. I always like to start this page off with a photo that I have taken recently. So I did go ahead and print with my Polaroid zip this photo that I actually posted to Instagram. I'm just now noticing I used the same paper background as I did for this monthly spread. These are some of my very first ribbon bow paper clips that I am going to eventually get up in an Etsy shop. So this is my main focus of the month. I'm hoping March I'll be able to open at some point. So I just want to pick a spot. I think maybe down at the bottom will be alright, because I'll fill it up with some photos that happen in March. Let's go ahead and stick this down here. And in fact, I think I have some leftovers in the monthly kit from Shop Jessica Hearts that I might just want to go ahead and take now. We have all these glitter labels, so why not just go ahead and borrow one? And that way later I could go ahead and write in what this photo meant. Okay, and really I'm just kind of giving myself a starting point. This is all stuff that I like to work on throughout the month. Now, because this is my memories page, what I did is I wanted to mark that somehow, so I went through my craft room and I grabbed out some things. First, I have these labels by Target. They're pretty old. I've had them for a while, and I've used a bunch. But they're really pretty. They have the gold foil around it, and I have a stamp here. Just a little block stamp. This one, I believe I picked up, yes, from Hobby Lobby. It says memories, so I think I'm going to stamp it in. Now that I'm looking at the actual size of the label and the stamp, I think I might have to actually put it at an angle for it to fit. That's okay though. I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I do have a jet black Stays On ink pad, and I'm going to grab out a little scratch piece of paper to protect my planner, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp memories into one of these labels so we could put it on my page. Okay, that's going to work for me. I'm going to go ahead and put it up at the top. I do also have that one little deco sheet from Shop Jessica Hearts with the succulents on it. So I'm just trying to think. I might want to actually center this, and then I could put, maybe pick a piece or two to put beside it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to center this the best that I can. And then I'm just going to, let's see, which ones do I want here? I really love this little banner look. I love the pink color. The cactuses are cute too. And then heart. Maybe I might just want to go ahead and put one of the little hearts actually at the corner of my photo. I think I'll put this planter down here, and this one kind of at the corner. And we'll hold on to the rest so that I could decorate it. And next month when I'm doing my April, I'll flip back and let you guys see. I also do post to my Instagram. Here is my finished notes page. And go ahead and we'll flip back to take a peek at our monthly view spread for March as well. I like the way they both turned out, and I'm super excited to use them, and I hope you enjoyed planning with me. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit subscribe so that you could see me again soon. I'm going to go ahead and link the shops I used today down below in the description box just in case you are interested. And until next time, I want to wish you a beautiful day and happy planning. Bye, friends.